This is a review for Brent Faiyaz Icon. Let's get into it. All right, so let's talk about Icon. Uh I will say, not my favorite Brent album. It it honestly disappoints because I know what Brent is capable of. Like from even his last two previous projects that he dropped, like here, Icon just really felt like, I don't even want to say it was an album, really more like an EP. That's what it felt like to me. Because if you were to take away, because there's really only, it's only okay, there's only 10 songs on the main album, not including the deluxe, right? But if you take away the first song on the album, we're gonna look at it. Let me see if I can find it. If you take away the first song off the album, there's only like 9 songs on there where he's actually performing, right? White Noise. White Noise is the first song on the album. So there's really nothing. It's just music being played. So there's really only just 9 songs on this album. And out of out of the 9 songs on there, there's none of them, like there's a couple that I even like. I think Wrong Faces. Wrong Faces. Make sure I'm reading that right. Wrong Faces and Butterflies. Those are the only 2 songs out of 9 songs from this album. These are the only 2 that I like. That's crazy. Um, Hell, he should have added the ASAP one on there. I expect more from Brent. Look, if you like the album, you like the album, but you can't tell me this is like his best album. And for Brent being in his, I think this is his fourth studio album, third. Like we should. This is not what we should be getting from Brent, because there really was like, it really was no main change to it. I mean, you get some classic vibes of that Brent, his Brent fingerprint on here, from the low 808s, and those when I hear those snaps come in, and then that low mellow beat, like yeah, it's like, oh man, it's that Brent vibe. But it's just like, man, like for the 9 songs that are on here, I'm not impressed. Like, and it should be more. And but then we get the director's cut of the album, which gives us the other 2 songs that probably should have just been on the album altogether. I think it's Vanilla Sky, no, Full Moon and One for You. So, mind you, these songs had already came out, which I thought they were already going to be on the album, but they weren't. And then he ended up adding them extra as a director's cut, which now gives that technically 11 songs because we're not going to count the first one. It's a nice melody, but yet again, I don't count that as a song. Like, you did not sing or perform on this, I'm not counting that as a song. So even with the director's cut, okay, maybe I add one more song that I like, but other than that, I could be done with this album. Which is unfortunate to say because I expect more from Brent, and especially he's like his last album was kind of hit and miss too. Like had a couple drops on there. Like Where You At was kind of like that one song I was always playing, and then that one song with Coco Jones that was really good too. But yet again, like I just felt like, man, I feel like Brent is kind of when somebody like, because Brent is at a stage where it's like he's independent, but he isn't like extremely famous. So usually you get this energy when someone's like extremely famous. They're not giving us this. Uh, they're not producing a product that's even worthy of listening to. But Brent is just like giving us something that's just like, here you go. I just needed y'all to have something, be entertained or whatever, which is fine. But at least drop some bangers on there, you know. Um, so I'm a little disappointed when I listen to the album. Do I like it? I think it's fine. I think it's okay. I think it's good for a Brent album. Like I said, there's more songs you can add into a collection of Brent music now. Like there's those like YouTube videos where they play like 2 hours of Brent songs. Like, well, here you go. Here's a couple more. Here's an album if you want to use it. But I do feel like the core of Brent just really wasn't there in this album, And unfortunately for me, I'm gonna give this Brent album a 3 out of 5. It's a solid 3 out of 5. Like I said, like there are still songs on here. It's like I said, it's an okay album, but as a fan, and I don't really know how much weight my words can bring to somebody, but it's like it's I guess well like I expect it to be a certain level. Like you expect quality from me, like you so that's how I would expect, my favorite artist. The reason I listen to you because you bring a great quality, bring a great sound. Like I said, the two songs that I name on here are very good and are great, but it's just like I'm not I don't know if like this is Brent growing or just staying stagnant. You know what I'm saying? So Brent Faiyaz Icon is a 3 out of 5. It's something that definitely should have had more songs on. Maybe we skip the director's cut next time and just add those songs that you made anyways onto the album. Uh, and I'm not saying that the songs were bad. They just are not my expectation for Brent. I expect because he's a really great artist, and I want to hear from him, and so I expect this, not this. You see that? Okay, right here. I expect this, not this. So Brent Faiyaz Icon is a 3 out of 5. It's a no go for me. It's a miss. Like I said, I'll take the two songs that I like, and I'm good about my way.